Welcome to the Scaling Japan podcast. I'm your host, Tyson Batino, and on today's episode, we have Ignacio Dávalos. He is a Tokyo-based digital marketing leader with over 18 years of experience in B2B performance marketing and also B2C marketing as well. In today's episode, we'll dive into how line advertising really works in Japan, explore how it compares to other channels, and what types of businesses and industries it is a match for. This will be our second episode together. Our first episode was on LinkedIn advertising in Japan, and he had some really interesting insights on how even bilingual professionals, you could get a 2x engagement rate by having your ads in native Japanese, even though they are able to understand English. So that was pretty interesting. And he had many other unique insights about creating the funnel, marketing funnel, and how LinkedIn advertising fits into that. But for today, we're going to really focus on line. And Ignacio, it's great to have you on again.
Before we start, here's a quick introduction to myself, your host. I'm the CEO of Smart Start Japan. We support setting up a company and back office in Japan. We also provide affordable advisory on raising capital, IPO, and other finance topics. I also run Scaling Your Company that provides courses and sales advisory and digital marketing agency services for the Japan market. If you need help, feel free to reach out.
Thank you, Tyson. Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Ignacio Dávalos. I'm the Content Strategy Director at B2B. This is a custom media company here in Tokyo, where I lead multi-channel strategies that connect creativity, data, and technology to help brands grow. I spent over a decade in both in B2B and B2C marketing, working with global companies. And since 8 years ago, I'm here in Japan. I work in companies like Gengo and Lionbridge in the localization marketing area. And I've been worn some hats, different hats, from running SEO and paid ad campaigns to build automation flow and full funnel content strategies and integrating CRM and third-party platforms with paid media advertisement, which robust the campaigns. So definitely really happy to be here again.
Excellent. Yeah, so it's two recordings in one day. So it's been kind of a busy day. AIM B2B, Custom Medium, is a good partner of ours. With scaling your company, we like to do, or I like to do more light types of advisory, like where I'll give people advice on how to do marketing. But if they actually need someone to do like paid ads for like Meta or LinkedIn advertising or Line, you guys are one of the companies that I refer people to.
Thank you. Thank you. We also work as a partner in CRMs like HubSpot, and we work with B2B clients that we integrate their CRM with digital ads, so we can have the whole scenario, since users come from paid ads until sales team analyze all the data. So thank you about that.
Yep. So you guys can really do the full cycle.
Yes.
And so I guess for line ads, so I think maybe the audience is a little bit familiar with Line if they're familiar with Japan, but how about you just give us a bit of an introduction into what Line is in Japan?
Okay, Line is more than a messaging app. Just to start, it's a Japan everyday digital hub where people can chat, they can pay bills, they can shop, they can read news and get personalized coupons. So make it key for marketing and engagement. Also, Line reach over 90% of Japanese smartphone users. So from teenagers until people with 70, 80 years old, they use Line. So it's a really robust platform compared to others, like, let's say, WhatsApp. WhatsApp is not even close on this approach, like daily life approach.
So yes, it seems like it's the closest alternative to, I think, the WeChat, that Japan has.
Yes. Yes.
And and I guess how does it differ versus Meta?
Well, first thing is that this line is deeply local, right? Like unlike Meta or Google, it dominates daily communications and services in Japan. So since you take the train at 7 a.m., you see everyone in line checking the news within the platform, and this is something that offer a hybrid of things, like not just to read news, also to see advertisement from the morning. So you can analyze the data, what's going on the morning, and what kind of advertisement you can show to people is in the commute. Line offer high local reach and cultural relevance. So it's really important here.
Yeah, with some of my scaling advisory clients, instead of using something like Discord or Slack, they actually use Line for internal messaging for their business.
Yes, yes, yes. I know many people that do that. That their sales team, it's a line team, you know. But sometimes it's quite confusing, right? Because you want to have your work tools separate from your daily life. So sometimes
Yeah,
you cross that line. It's quite complicated, I think.
I totally get that. It's we had com or when we did it at our company, there was complaints from employees.
Yeah.
I myself, when people business contacts ask to communicate online, I'm like, no, it's that's what Facebook Messenger is for.
Exactly, exactly. Because there's no limit there, right? Like a message can arrive on Saturday afternoon, because
Yep.
it's a line group. So definitely we need to have separate things. But yeah, it depends on the culture, right? Sometimes some companies, especially Japanese companies, they do that. So
Cool. And so yes, I guess what types of businesses do you think line ads would be suited for?
okay, so it's best suited for companies targeting professionals, like small, medium business owners, corporate decision makers who actively use Line for both for personal and business communication. Some of the industries that take advantage of Line features are like real estate, finance, recruitment, software as a service, consulting, and education. Education, like your business as well, where relationship building and lead nurturing matters. So some of the main marketing goals here are like lead generation, brand credibility and awareness, nurturing and re-engagement, because once that you create an ad campaign, you need to engage with those users. Um, yeah.
Yes, I guess for lead generation, does Line have any unique features that makes it good for lead generation?
Well, yes. I don't know if it's unique things, but when you create a campaign online, you can create it for web visitors, web conversions. You can create a campaign for app installs, video reach, or the one of the most important from my point of view, that is to gain friends, because when you create a lead gen campaign, one important objective is that where these users will convert, where these leads will convert. And from our point of view, what we work better is to convert on site, to send traffic on site for many reasons. You can have the line tag that helps you to analyze the traffic, how they engage, etc. And Line works different from a platform like LinkedIn. It has a native lead gen form. So definitely it helps for lead gen, but still the best way to convert is in the website instead have a native platform.
Gotcha. And I think, let's say people can join events. You can create an event and maybe people can sign up.
Yes, yes. You can sign up and join events directly via Line. which is really good if you are like doing seminar or you want to promote a specific products in the platform. In our case, we work as a multi-channel campaigns. So we have a specific platform for webinar. We avoid in our case to have a webinar from a mobile, right? Like you are in front of the desktop and you have all the different tools there, but you can do it online.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to so I guess there's a couple of things I'm looking forward to our conversation today is one is the B2B aspects of Line and also using Line to for customer acquisition. And the reason for that is in terms of acquisition, I have more limited experience. A lot of my experience with Line has actually been with how do you increase the lifetime value of an existing customer using a Line official account to
Mhm.
communicate, to nurture them, re-engage them,
Yeah.
let's say get them into some of our different services, get them to join our events, and also just improving their connection with the school. So I think we've effectively, at OneCoin English, we use Line for that, but not so much on the advertising. And me personally, I haven't had much experience on the B2B end. So I look forward to diving into that. So I guess
Yes.
my first, I think one question I want to dive into is what are some channels that maybe you could give us a good use case, give us one use case from personal experience of Line outperforming other channels.
Okay, yes, I can give you two. I can give you one for B2B and one for B2C.
Oh, even better.
Okay, so for a B2C client, we had this was a luxury international airline that wants to enter Japan and compete directly with the other foreigner airlines. So one important thing that we did when we select Line as a platform, it was to create the target audience, just focusing on what kind of people we wanted to target for a luxury airline. And one important thing that Line has is that Line and Yahoo, they are the same company in advertisement. So they merge in the audience. And one important audience that we found and we like created was a luxury users, travelers. So imagine you are promoting a luxury airline, and then you have the best audiences for luxury travelers, family travelers, people that want to spend, let's say, $10,000 in a business flight to Middle East and spend a night there watching an event and then coming back to Japan. So we create an audience targeting these companies, and once we reach this audience, it was really easy to escalate. It was really easy once we create the campaign to start to escalate and show more um, services to this audience. And that it was something that helped us to increase the trust for this airline. That
Mm.
was a case for B2C. Then another thing was B2B. Line is really good for recruitment on B2B.
Oh.
And one of our clients was a global delivery company based in Hokkaido. They wanted to reach people just in Hokkaido for sales. So it was a challenge because the market there was really small. And what we did was first we localized everything, not just for Japan, for Hokkaido. So they have a mascot. This company, they have a mascot. We adapt the mascot with the Hokkaido clothes like Ainu and all the stuff. That generate an impact. And it started to engage more and more. We started with display ads. We crossed the bridge to video,
Mm.
and the sales jobs that required will fulfill in less than 2 months. So the rest of the campaign was just awareness because we complete the objective in line. So that was something interesting that we did in the B2B side, and that helped us to reach our objectives.
Thank you for sharing a B2B and B2C success case of using Line. And I also want to ask you a little bit more about like what formats or channels within Line can people use as well. I think you mentioned like VOOM.
Yes, yes. Boom is like Instagram stories is the competitor, right? It's a
Ah,
format, is a story. You have a video, like a large video, and engage so much better than others. So much better than carousel, single ads, etc. Then you have a smart channel. That is when you have in the upper side, you have the message, the ad is in the upper side of the platform. Then the line network that today I was talking about, the line network, when you it's similar as Google Display Network or Yahoo Display Network. You have a network of websites that you can post your advertisement. For example, continuing this B2C example that it was an airline, you have a list of airline website, like traveling website. You can post your advertisement there, and the engagement is so much higher because it's a related topic. And also the line official account as well, the way how you can like create this called rich messages that you share those messages to these users, and they will receive it in their line in their smartphone devices. So the one that is outperforming the best is the VOOM ads.
mm,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, because with my experience with Meta, you've had a lot of success with things in the feed.
Okay.
Has worked very well for us. But I guess in your experience with Line, VOOM has been really the best for engagement, right?
Right, right. Because some of these companies they invest a lot in their videos, right? Like it's not a simple video using images. No, it's a story. So
Gotcha.
it's a storytelling that start in a room and it finish, let's say, in the middle of a plaza. So it's really there's a lot of budget for these videos. Definitely, they want to use platform that shows video.
And how long does the video go for
Well,
typically?
it's generally it's less than 30 seconds.
Gotcha.
And at the end of the video, you have the call to action that connect with the website because it could be a great video, but if you don't have like the next steps or what to do after that, or you don't explain so well during the video what's going to happen, a user will scroll, right? They continue scrolling. That's the main movement of someone that is in Boom. Um,
So, so I think I tried Line ads, or we kind of dove into it like maybe 10 years ago, or maybe no, I think it
okay.
was like 8 years. No, it was more than five, less than 10. But at the time I didn't think there wasn't too much options for audience targeting, but I'm very sure that it has improved since then. But yeah, could you tell us about how the audience targeting and performance measurement works these days with
Of
Line?
course.
Before we dive in, I wanted to thank today's sponsor, AIM B2B, and recommend them for anyone entering or expanding in Asia's intricate B2B market. AIM B2B is Tokyo's leading integrated marketing and PR agency. Since 2008, they've helped global brands thrive across Japan and APAC through intelligent strategies, data driven implementation, and cultural expertise. Their proven adapt, implement, maximize framework builds trust through localized storytelling and drives measurable growth through strategic performance marketing. They're HubSpot certified, seasoned in account based marketing, paid media, GEO, SEO, and more. Ready to expand? That's AIM B2B. Always forward.
Give a shout out to Robert and the team for supporting this podcast. Now back to the show.
Of course. So Line and Yahoo, they work in the same as a same company in the advertisement side. So all the Line audiences plus Yahoo audiences are really, really like important because you have the 100% of the audiences in Japan. Like Yahoo is a great player in the Japan advertisement industry. So you can reach really, really tailored things. Like in this case, for this luxury airline, you can reach luxury travelers. You can reach people that wants to spend $10,000 to see a F1 event because that audience exists. And if this airline is promoting an F1 Grand Prix event, well, you have the audience there. So that is how important this combination of Line and Yahoo is. It helps a lot. And also, you can create custom audiences that is like you, based on the interaction you have. Let's say that instead of a website, you have an app and you have web interactions. Okay, so you can use those APIs for
Very cool.
Line. You can use those emails to just reach those emails. You can use their phone numbers. So it's like you are just showing your message to the audience that you want. You don't want to spend money in like an audience that you don't know if it's gonna convert. You just want to go after those users that you know that engaged before. So definitely the Line API is really, really important to use because you can connect it with your CRM like HubSpot. HubSpot works perfect with the Line API. So definitely.
Interesting. That's cool that HubSpot can integrate with Line. That's definitely
Yes.
a huge upgrade from 8 years ago.
Yes, 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 yes. It's a really interesting process that you can connect the CRM like HubSpot, right? Through the Line API. Then a user click a message, the Line API pass the interaction to the CRM, right? The CRM then creates and update the contact profile. So nowadays, HubSpot, it everything is AI on HubSpot right now. You press a button and you enrich the contacts data. That is like HubSpot goes to the database immediately and fulfill all the information that you don't have of this user. So imagine how important is that for sales that, okay, now you have the LinkedIn profile of this person that is interacting in your site. So the CRM create things to help you. Then from the client sales or marketing automation, they can follow up on those things. They can send a personalized line messages, email. They can trigger a call from a sales rep. So definitely the lineup is the bridge that connect the advertisement with your sales team.
Interesting. Because yeah, when you first told me, like when I was discussing with potential topics with you, it's like, can Line be used for B2B? And like you said yes, and I was like, I wasn't convinced, but now I can definitely see the use case now.
Yes, yes,
So
yes. And that is how I mean. I'm not I cannot do a futuristic things. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but everything is going in that direction, right? Like automation, AI, integrate CRM with your platforms, make things really easy so users can like just run the campaigns, and then all the data will be like flowing through the CRM, and you will have all the tools to convert and to generate more engagement because you need to use the Line official account. You have to convince these users on that.
yeah, so I guess so I think we're gonna talk about retargeting and lead nurturing, but actually could you maybe kind of give us maybe like Yeah, kind of like a full funnel. How would a full funnel approach work incorporating line?
So the question is, what would be the full funnel way of using Line in Japan?
That is correct.
Okay, so a full funnel line strategy in Japan use the platform for every stage, like build awareness with line ads and VOOM videos, then nurture interest through the official account chat and content. It's really important the content that you are going to show to these users that they became friend of your brand. But that doesn't mean they are going to interact all the time. So you need to convince them based on the engagement they have. You need to create personalized offers and also retarget them. Because when you retarget this audience, it's more like, okay, they are closer to convert if you follow the different steps of the funnel. But let's say that you create a campaign, you generate these friends, but then you abandon them. You don't update your official channel. You don't post regularly. Well, that will be really negative for your brand, not just for the campaign, for the brand, because in the future they will not follow you and they will talk things that your brand is not good. So the Japanese is really strict on those things. They want to have everything like that to convince them, right? In a polite way. You cannot be really aggressive in the message, but you can use service to analyze what these users want. They want to travel to Europe. They want to travel to North America. Based on the answers, you can have like what kind of content you can show them, what kind of promotions you can do for that. But you always need to interact with this audience.
Could you explain a little bit more about Smart Channel and maybe some of the things you can do on your official line account?
Okay, for the line account, what you can do, you can create rich messages. That is like you create a message that it will pop up in the every one of your followers or every one of your friends. Then you can create coupons. You can create a coupon that is come with a QR code on what these friends can do with that coupon. You can create reward cards also. You can create surveys. That surveys are like one of the most important things here, because when you create a survey, you will receive like a percentage of things that like what your friends want, what they like. So based on that, you can create something for them. So survey is one of the most important things that we do for our clients when we create a line campaign. Then you can chat. You can also use a AI chatbot. You can integrate with an AI chatbot. So you can do infinite things. But the thing is that it will depend on what you want to do. You want to chat with your users. You want to show them at the end of the week a coupon. So during the weekend, they can go and use it in some of the shops during their free time. You want to update them with the news about the company on Monday at 7 a.m. when they are in the train. What you want to do on that it will depends on the client, on the company. In our case, with this data, we know that during the night, on Sunday night, most of our users from a school and universities, they will check in line. So our message was at that time, Sunday night. It's like, who will create a campaign to run it the most of the time on Sunday night? Well, people that understand that their most engaged audience are those guys that they're like, okay, tomorrow I will start the week. I'm looking for a scholarship for my kids. So I will check this. that is the moment that we show the ads. And that is the moment that we start to generate more leads compared to the weekdays. So every client has different objectives, and you need to adapt to the client. It's not like a one rule and that you have to follow. No, you need to adapt.
And it sounds like a lot of the features in line. It's so I guess my knowledge of what Meta can do, like having the meta tag, also having custom audiences, lookalike audiences, and kind of like that targeting. So it sounds like Line has really upped their game. You mentioned earlier that Line API has some integrations with HubSpot. Could you tell us a little bit more about those integrations?
Yes, for sure. So Line use HubSpot integration like connector. So when you create a campaign, you have all the data of that campaign, let's say like a mirror of that campaign in your HubSpot CRM. So it's connected. And then once a user click on any of your ads, you will have the information about this user in your CRM. That is connected with the Line API. And let's say that you have the information about this user, but you don't have the company name, right? You have like an email, but you don't know what this user is about. So HubSpot provides you like AI tools that you can enrich data. Once you enrich data, you know that this user works in this company, and you can start to push content via HubSpot connecting with your Line official account, and to optimize the campaign and to engage more these users. So that is definitely something that helps the companies, especially those that use like a HubSpot CRM, to integrate with all these platforms, not just Line. It's also work with LinkedIn, Meta, and Google. But in the case of Line, we can say that it push data in a better way because you have many different tools, like the official account with the survey, and it's more robust, we can say.
Gotcha. So next, I wanted to jump into maybe common mistakes and failures that foreign companies especially make when trying to run line ads in Japan. Could you tell us some of the common mistakes that they make?
Yes, one of the most important is the poor localization, like ignoring official accounts. You create a line ad campaign, you ignore the official account, and it's like, okay, generating clicks, impressions, but no engagement. That is one thing. Second, you copy the Western ads, you don't localize. So it's like the message is the same as other markets, but it's not with the tone, the Japanese tone, the polite tone. So that is another mistake. You don't localize. And the weak follow-up. You don't follow up on the campaigns. So people needs, especially here, people needs that to be convinced to buy your product, to trust on your brand. So if you create a campaign just to generate leads before having this awareness phase, the phase that you start to show your brand, they start to generate impressions. Well, that is a huge mistake from foreign companies that don't have that time to adapt to the market. Definitely.
Yeah, I think what you've kind of really stated again and again, it's really the nurturing, right?
Yeah. Because we see this in discovery calls every time. It's like the clients arrive with their ideas and they're like KPIs, right? They are global companies. They have a number for Japan. It doesn't matter like your speech. It's more like, okay, this is similar as Singapore. No, it's not. It's a different market. You need to localize, but not just that. You need to adapt to the times of the company. Your company maybe has no visibility here. It has a lot of visibility in Singapore, but not here. So you need to adapt the market first.
Very interesting. Are there any other misconceptions or common mistakes?
Well, we can talk a lot about common mistake because it depends on the company, right? But I think these are the most important, like poor localization, ignoring the official account, and copying and do not adapt to the market, like coming with a speech and an idea and not changing from that is something that is terribly wrong.
And maybe could you share anything more about doing B2B using Line that you haven't covered yet?
Okay. For B2B doing Line, one of the campaigns that we run, let me think, because I talk about B2C, some B2B examples, but one important campaign that we ran was for a specific, like a specific service that is like a manufacturing in manufacturing industry, but on a specific service on a manufacturing industry. That, yes, Line was one of the channels, and it was the one that we used during the morning. It was not the most important. I had to say that it was not the most important because the high level of conversions were on LinkedIn. But during the morning, we start to show the ads and the information to software engineers that they were like interested in this manufacturing product. So we start the campaign, we retarget the campaign from Line mobile, because one important thing is that Line is everything is mobile, right? You are 100% of the traffic is from the smartphones. But what happened after that? The users leave the train and they go to the office. You need to continue with another channel. So we jump from Line to LinkedIn with another piece of content for these software engineers. So that was something that helped us a lot to generate leads. Most of the leads were generated on LinkedIn, but LinkedIn was part of a remarketing campaign. So the original traffic came from Line.
Very interesting. Cool. No, I think that's I guess, is there anything else you would like to share about Line?
Yes, I can share that from my point of view, what is happening and how Line will evolve during I think the next year, because when we say next years, it's a lot of time, especially right now that every day some company invents something for AI and you can do it in 5 minutes. So my forecast for Line will be that this will evolve really fast in a AI-driven integrating agents, right? Like chatbots that understand everything in 1 second. These CRM integrations are really, really helpful for companies because they can analyze data so fast that the Line will be we have more and more market for B2B. Of course, we still have like a larger part for B2C right now, but B2B is expanding online, and maybe in the near future we will have more B2B integrations in the platform, like we have on LinkedIn, that you can download a PDF with your smartphone, connecting things, and like helping the B2B companies on this way. That is what I think that the AI agent will take everything during the next year. You will integrate also payments from the
Mhm.
advertisement. So yeah, I think that is going in that way. Nowadays, the other platforms like Google, they are using too much AI, and sometimes like they are complicating some of the campaigns of the client. Let me give you an example. Google is using Performance Max a lot nowadays. So every time you want to create a search campaign on Google, Google will prioritize Performance Max. Performance Max means that Google will take control of the campaign. You won't change anything. You cannot add keywords. Google will say, these are the keywords, this is the audience. You won't do anything. Line is different. Line is more human. You have a support that is really, the support team is really good. They understand everything that you want for your client. So the line is working in a different way, and it's not just focusing like on doing things automatically. It's like helping the B2B companies to succeed.
Yeah, and I think the integrations, like the combination of Yahoo and Lion with their data is really interesting. And before we finish today's episode, could you maybe tell the audience about your upcoming generative engine optimization seminar?
Yes, thank you. Thank you for that, Tyson. We will have a GEO webinar. GEO is Generative Engine Optimization. This is how companies start to appear on ChatGPT in the prompts. Nowadays, people go straight to ChatGPT or other large language models before going to Google. So every day we have more and more clients that they want to appear there. They start to appearing, and we are going to have a geo webinar with Sam Bird, that is the COO of the company of AIM B2B. We've been doing webinars during the whole year, but this is one that we are focusing here in Japan with decision makers and people involved in the marketing field. This will be on Thursday, November 27 at 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. So it will be 1 hour, and we invite everyone to go there. We will be posting the link, and yes, we want to see you there, Tyson, so you can see the technical stuff, how to do things to appear on the ChatGPT. I say ChatGPT because it's the most important, but you can say Claude, Perplexity,
Yeah,
Gemini, etc.
awesome. And thank you so much, Ignacio. And for those listening, if you haven't checked it out yet, also check out our podcast episode with Ignacio on LinkedIn advertising as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tyson. Have a great day. Thank you, everyone.